Have you ever wondered why World War II really started? It's a question that has been asked and answered numerous times, yet the answers often skim the surface of a much deeper, complex reality. The conflict that engulfed the globe from 1939 to 1945 is commonly attributed to one man's ambition and a single act of aggression, the invasion of Poland by Hitler's Nazi Germany. It's a narrative that's easy to digest, a clear-cut case of a villain disrupting the peace. But history, as we know, is rarely as simple as it appears. The causes of World War II are intricate and multifaceted, a web of political, economic, and societal factors that had been simmering long before the first shots were fired. So join us as we journey back in time, peeling back the layers of history to uncover the true catalysts of the deadliest conflict in human history. But as we delve deeper, we find that the roots of this global conflict stretch far beyond a single act of aggression. To understand the real causes, we must journey back to the aftermath of the First World War. A significant piece of this puzzle lies in the Treaty of Versailles. This agreement, intended to secure lasting peace, instead sowed seeds of discontent, particularly in Germany. The treaty's punishing terms, demanding heavy reparations and territorial concessions, inflicted deep wounds on the German pride and economy. Simultaneously, a global economic depression was tightening its grip on the world. As livelihoods crumbled and poverty spread like a plague, desperation grew. This harsh reality proved to be fertile ground for radical ideologies to sprout. In Germany, it fanned the flames of nationalism and anti-Semitism, providing a platform for extremist leaders to rise. These factors created a powder keg of resentment and desperation, setting the stage for a leader like Hitler to rise to power. The seeds of conflict were sown deep, and the world was on a dangerous path, unknowingly marching towards the second global conflict in less than 3 decades. In the heart of this turmoil, a charismatic leader seized the moment, Adolf Hitler. Rising from a failed artist to the Chancellor of Germany, Hitler's ascent to power was fueled by the resentment and desperation of a nation scarred by the Treaty of Versailles. With a promise to restore German pride and economic stability, he masterfully manipulated public sentiment, leveraging their anger and fear. Under Hitler, Germany adopted aggressive expansionist policies. The concept of Lebensraum, or living space, was propagated, asserting the German people's natural right to expand eastward. This ideology justified the annexation of Austria and the Sudetenland, and later the invasion of Poland. These moves, while initially met with international appeasement, betrayed the underlying intentions of the Third Reich. Hitler's policies, driven by a toxic mix of nationalism, racism, and militarism, were not just about reclaiming lost territories. His actions and ideologies would prove to be the spark that ignited the powder keg. The fuse was lit with the invasion of Poland in 1939, a small nation caught in the grip of two mighty powers, Germany from the west and Russia from the east. Poland's resistance was brave but ultimately futile against the overwhelming force. As the red and black boots marched over the Polish heartland, a tension-filled silence hung over Europe. The silence was shattered when Britain and France, honoring their pact with Poland, declared war on Germany. The world held its breath, for this was not a regional skirmish. The lines were drawn, the players were set. The stage was now set for a global confrontation, the likes of which the world had never seen before. The invasion of Poland was more than just a military maneuver. It marked the official start of World War II. It was a declaration that diplomacy and appeasement had failed. This was the point of no return, plunging the world into a devastating conflict. So, in retrospect, why did World War II really start? Let's take a step back and summarize our main points. Remember the Treaty of Versailles? Its harsh conditions planted the first seeds of conflict. Then, the economic depression of the 30s created a perfect storm of despair and desperation. Fertile grounds for the rise of extremist ideologies. Enter Adolf Hitler, whose charismatic leadership and promises of a better future resonated with the German people. His rise to power marked the beginning of the Third Reich, and with it, a series of aggressive policies that disregarded the Treaty of Versailles. The final straw, the invasion of Poland in September 1939. This blatant act of aggression was met with a declaration of war by Britain and France, marking the beginning of World War II. These factors interplayed, creating a volatile cocktail that eventually led to the start of the war. World War II was a complex event with deep-seated causes, reminding us of the importance of understanding history to prevent repeating it.